Hello, and welcome to a FaciliTopics presentation. My name is TShouse, and over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you some ideas about communication. And most of all, how to communicate one of the most important things you will ever share. The value that facility management has in our world. And perhaps it's even more important for you to understand and know your own value, because by knowing that value, it can positively impact your journey in the field of facility management. Before I begin, I'd like to tell you a little bit about me and my path in FM. My path into facility management is rather unique in that I didn't choose it, it chose me. I was 35 years old when it happened, and I was at a basketball game with a client, and he asked me to come to work for him as a facility manager. Well, at that point, I didn't even know what FM was. Very long story short, he was a great teacher, and he inspired me to not only become an FMer, but I was to become a leader in the profession. It has allowed me to have a wonderful career while providing well for my family. But it's also allowed me to see a great deal of the world. And my biggest secret, I became valuable to my company by learning so much about the FM industry. And I brought value to my employers and to my fellow facility managers. And I was bold enough to humbly share it. So since then, I've enjoyed 30 years in facility management. I don't put all of these things on the screen to brag. I just want you to understand what the potential is. If you are a good communicator, if you do understand the facility management industry, by becoming the chair of IFMA or the chair of the Global FM or speaking or becoming an instructor, it all has brought value to my students, to the organizations, and most of all, to the bigger built environment. And now I'm able to translate that into being a civic community leader by taking the skills in facility management and applying them to making our communities stronger, by making their facilities stronger and communicating the value. Here again, there's that value that we bring. So as I begin, I want to note that discussion of this topic, communication, it can vary considerably depending on your own industry or organization. So first of all, have you ever really asked yourself the question, do you really understand the value that you bring to your school, your company, your place of worship, or your community? You really should know, and you really should recognize that value. And that most of you all need to clearly for me, it's for me to say, communicate it. That is perhaps one of my secrets of success. My grandmother always said to me, say it with confidence and they will believe you. And boy, was she right. When I first entered the world of FM, I had no idea how to truly undervalue the people in FM were, when in fact, they were the unsung heroes of the organization. And during COVID, that has been proven time and time again. The facility managers are the ones that are still in there almost every day, or at least more than a lot of other individuals, because they're taking care of the assets and they're making sure that those buildings, those facilities are going to be safe and secure and ready for people to re-entry. It was really amazing to me that someone with so much responsibility was flying so far under the radar. Well, I've dedicated the last 30 years working hard and raising the bar for facility managers to help them identify their value proposition, to truly understand the multiple elements of what they do and the positive impact that they have on the buildings and the people and the planet. You know what? It's easier to do than you might think. Just start by identifying what makes you truly uniquely valuable. Include your strengths and your skills and your accomplishments and how you can add to whatever you're doing and to whomever you're communicating. Your knowledge is unique and it's worth sharing. The world needs to better understand the contributions of facility management and how it makes the world, and how you can share that and make it even better. Okay, so I want you to think for a moment what you would do or what you would say to someone who you really wanted to know how valuable of an person or employee or an FMer you really are. So let's imagine you're stuck in an elevator with a person for 30 seconds, which is actually a pretty long time. especially if you're under pressure to inform or impress someone. So after you finish listening to this video, I want you to start writing down little tidbits of what you would say, then gathering them into some good nuggets, starting putting them together into logical sequence. Say something like, well, good morning. I don't believe we've met. I'm TShouse, and I'm the facility manager here at Sprint. Actually, I've been here for several years, taking care of your property and overseeing the amenities for all the Sprint employees on the campus. And most of all, I make sure that all the employees are safe and comfortable and really proud of our campus. You get the idea, right? After you have your nuggets lined up, then practice your 30-second speech, either to a friend or to the mirror, whichever you prefer. Do it a few times, a couple times a day or for a couple weeks, and then you'll be really surprised how easy it gets. Just give it a try and then be prepared to deliver it. I hope it works as well for you as it has for me. So being able to clearly communicate that value allows you to move in all different directions, whatever direction you choose. Because once you've realized your purpose and value, you can look forward and you can create a real plan that fits where you want to go. Remember to always be immensely valuable to yourself and to others, because this industry of facility management is awesome. Take the time to go back to that mirror and interview your future self, having the vision of adding to that value you've already declared in your 30-second speech. Thank you so much for listening to this FaciliTopic on communication. FaciliTopics are short lessons on the facility management industry intended to give you an overview of just one topic. But for more FaciliTopics or to learn more about Facilithon, please contact myself or the pipeline. Take care and be well.